You are listening to the Unfunded Podcast. Welcome back once again. This is episode 31. 31. Boy, we're ticking them off. I am your host, Lachlan Jones, professional triathlete, with my good friend
Lleyton Wall, also a professional triathlete.
Fuck yeah, yeah. And like I said before, we are the Unfunded Podcast, proudly sponsored by Official Beer Co.
Get some GC lagers. It's going into summer. Crack one open.
Crack a few.
They're good. Get
Like
them at officialbeerco.com.
Like we said at the end of last week, we took a couple cases to Noosa.
We did.
And if anybody knows anything about Noosa, the afterparty.
The afterparty.
The afterparty, they were getting passed around. So thank you very much, guys, for being responsible for a lot of sore heads on Monday morning. Because I'm sure the state that I
rehydrating us.
Yeah, the state that I left the surf club at Noosa on.
You had a sore head.
Well, I had a sore head pretty early, but I mean, I was already at a bit of head loss. But from Beers End racing, but once again, just another spectacle of triathlon over the weekend.
It was a great weekend. It was a really good weekend. We were up there.
Yep.
Our first kind of gig at doing a bit of media and taking this a little bit more serious than just to throw around, talk a bit of shit on podcast.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to.
I don't want to like toot our own horn a little bit, but I think we're starting to get there. Like I think
we're slowly growing, and I think people are appreciating what we're doing, and we appreciate you guys. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
We appreciate your kind of support of the pod and what we're trying to do for the sport, and I guess it also in Australia. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see what's growing, and I think that's cool.
We love being that more friendly kind of, like the fact that there was so many people there that were either cheering me on while I was racing or in the expo, or there was people that stopped me in the streets they were like, the Unfunded. And honestly, I was like, this is insane. Like the fact that this little passion project of us two just sitting in front of a couple mics, like talking, is now turned into the point where like
we can go to an event.
Well, and people were coming up to us in the surf club going like, love the potty boys. Like,
exactly.
Like that's so cool. So I think for us to like we would love to keep doing this. We want to keep doing this. We can't wait to keep doing this. And again, come up to us, say hi, tell us you like the pod, like have a conversation with us, because we love that. Like we really do.
Exactly right.
We're friendly boys. We'll chat to anyone. We'll speak to a brick wall if we
we can't talk to anyone else.
If nobody else wants to talk to us, we'll go talk to ourselves. But no, like we said, what a great weekend. Only dampener was a little bit rainy.
It was very rainy. I took the bloody brunt of that in my tent.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I'm assuming that's going to be...
Okay, we can get into it a little bit later. But
yeah, it was... look, there were some ugly conditions. It turned out okay on the Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday was really nice.
Really nice.
Pretty much Saturday midday.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah,
Saturday night was a bit after the crit and the bolt.
Airy-fairy, but...
Yeah, but... that was fine.
Again,
nice and warm in the surf club. Well, I was.
Yeah, like again, it's just, and I think you can agree, just the atmosphere there, being there. Well, I got there sort of midday Friday, and the streets are just packed. You got people everywhere, triathletes. There's signs all over Hastings Street. The expo is just huge. All down Noosa Parade. Like there's just it just
there's
is
so many people. I can't believe how many people are actually in Noosa on that one weekend.
Yeah.
You can't find a park anywhere.
No.
It's bumper to bumper walking down Hastings Street.
Yeah.
There's so many people. Everyone's just, happy-go-lucky. They're racing. Everyone, it's great.
Honestly, if you're somewhat into triathlon, if you're interested in doing your first one, maybe like Noosa Triathlon is where it's at. But at the same time, be quick, because the tickets sell out very quick. You won't be able to just jump on. So if it's definitely a bucket list race for anybody. Like, it's my suggestion for a bucket list race for anybody that's interested in triathlon.
If you're not going to do an Ironman or anything like that, I think the best Olympic distance race on the planet, It's Noosa.
Yeah, it's and like we said, the festival, getting there Friday.
Yeah, all the events. I think that's what builds it. And we said it last time. All of the events, but you don't realise how much the events throughout the week and the days prior build up to the triathlon.
That anticipation of and
there's so many
day.
people doing the events. I forgot how many people actually go do the swim.
Yeah,
like I did the swim and it was packed, and it was pretty poor conditions, but people were lining up to do their late entries to get into the swim. Like, I know Jack Soz was like, he's racing on the Sunday.
Did he
like,
do it?
Yeah, he did the swim.
Oh, wow.
He's like, yeah, I'm just going to enter because, you know,
I'm
look
here.
how many people are doing it.
I might as well.
Yeah,
awesome. Oh, that's really cool. Now, and again, like we said, like we'll speak to the female winner, Jess Fullagar, a bit later on in the episode. But like she said, she's like, yeah, this very much lived up to the hype. So to have an international athlete come in and you got the best athletes, not just in Australia, but in the world lining up. Let's get stuck into it then, because again, it's just going to be another episode of us talking up Noosa if we keep going down this track. Highs and lows of the weekend. What was your high?
My high. I think it was just, the atmosphere, the people there, everyone was happy. I think it was kind of a cool little role that I was doing with the podcast.
Something new.
Yeah, it was something new, something different. I mean, a bit of FOMO not racing, but I think it helped that I was doing something else there.
You had a bit of distraction.
Yeah, exactly right. So, we did a bit of media. It was cool to, pick the brains of a couple of, like, world Olympic champions, the winners. So that was really cool to try and, grow this and get a bit of, make it a bit more bona fide than just two idiots with podcasts.
Yeah.
So that was probably the high, and watching everyone race was pretty cool. Yeah,
Yours? Nice. Again, I already said it, and it's probably it's definitely obviously podcast related, but I think the recognition that we were sort of getting, people really loving the stuff we were doing. And I mean, we didn't speak about this before, but we've both just gone and picked a podcast high. But again, like people coming up and like recognizing us from the podcast, whether I was racing or whether I was on the sideline, like people sort of giving us that almost a bit of a belief that this is something that people are listening and people are watching, and it's that like, I mean, we can look at our socials and it's like it really is something that people are invested in. So that was definitely the high. I mean, obviously, like it wasn't my race day, but just the race in general. Like it is just a
cool race.
Such a cool race to be a part of, and there's not a lot of times where like I probably shouldn't have been, but I was as we were walking down to the start line, I looked back and just seeing the crowd. Like I'm like, oh my God, there are thousands of people watching me right now.
But then the thousands of athletes on the beaches waiting to start as well. I think that's cool.
Like they're there, obviously. Most of them are there because their wave is, sort of upcoming. But just like even saw the videos that I saw of us running up the chute and just like when we're running over Hastings Street and we're running into transition, honestly, there's just a sea of people. And there's, again, for athletes like us, there's not a lot of chances where
you have a crowd that big, especially domestically in Australia, unless it's, a world champs in Australia. The last one before Wollongong was 2018. So what's that, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
So it doesn't come around often, but Noosa's that one race where you can really, that massive crowd, it's like gladiatorial kind of atmosphere.
And you don't notice. I didn't notice it when I was racing. So like when I was racing, obviously you're very much in the zone, locked in, looking at the person in front of you. Everything is just outside noise, and I didn't notice any of it until looking at social media and looking at photos after and gone, this is me running down this like transition chute, and there are just literally thousands of people either side, like screaming, watching. And it's like, and it's like, again, like I said, when you're in that moment, it's just outside noise. Like that's all it is. It's outside noise. But looking at it, reflecting back, I go, wow, we're a part of something pretty special here. Yeah. And I don't think Noosa's going anywhere. Like, no way. This is just a race.
Especially with the international crew that came over to race it or stayed here to race it.
Yep.
I think that really brought something else this year as well.
It was a great representation.
Yeah, there are people from overseas coming here, and they all spoke about how iconic, like they've heard of Noosa, how iconic it is, and like how cool it is to be here with so many people and racing, like more of a fun race for them.
Yeah.
Still means a lot.
Yeah.
But to have so many people there, I think yeah, that was pretty cool that there were so many internationals.
And again, like I'm just listing off highs here, but I know like even the after party, you've got legends of the sport next to Maddie Hauser, who just won, next to Jess Fullagar, next to a whole heap of age groupers, and we all like
just sat in the surfy.
Yeah, just sat in the surf club with jugs of beer and just
having a good time.
Just got blind. Like that's just fun. It's the end of season.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like yes, professional athletes are humans as well. Like we like getting on the piss just as much as everybody else. Yeah. Like it's not like it's illegal. Like
no.
Like we love it. So I think that's cool. Having everyone just toe to toe in the same area.
Yeah, the mingling.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Celebrating triathlon all together.
Yeah.
What's your low?
My low. I think everyone's seen it on the Instagrams.
This is a low.
It was a low. So I've thought,
I felt terrible for you.
Noosa should be great in November. Sunny Noosa. I love it. The Sunshine State, Queensland. I'm going to go camping. No worries. Get to the campsite, set up shop, mate. The most biblical bloody thunderstorm comes in. Hail, lightning, all at once. Absolutely drenches the tent. Everything's going everywhere. There's trees falling on the tent. Mate, it was an absolute disaster. Like flooding. I was soaked head to toe. Myself, Corsi, and Stella. She got in the car. I said, get in the car and get the car out of the hail. But that was an absolute mission.
Mate, if anybody
just hit it.
Anybody who follows us on Instagram, and if you guys saw the video that Lleyton put up, I honestly watched it about 10 times before, and I think you'd called me, but I didn't really realize. I didn't put two and two together because again, when you're in race mode, I was just race mode. But I looked at the video and I thought, oh my God. Like,
we just got wiped out. It was like
it was horrible.
Cyclone Alfred just hit that campsite and I think the rest of Noosa all at once. And I was in there trying to pitch my bloody tent and it's flying away and I'm trying not to fly away with it. I think it was probably worse than what I was thinking I was in. Yeah. But the hail was coming. No joke. It was probably the worst storm I've ever been in.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to pitch a bloody tent. Anyway, that is such an unfunded thing, isn't it? I was like, let's go camp because I wasn't racing, so I didn't really care. So I was like, I'll just have a good time at a campsite. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And everything was flooded. Like the tents were flooded. We went back the next day. Everything was absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
But thanks to Dan Atkins and Falco, they saved the day and let us crash on their couch.
Oh, nice.
For the night, and then we found an Airbnb, which was actually quite lucky to find an Airbnb in Noosa. So I think someone cancelled.
Must have been.
And we just were like, okay, shit, we got to book something. But actually, thanks to everyone that reached out to offer accommodation. I had heaps of messages.
Oh, that's good.
Like random people as well that just followed the account.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It was really cool. So they helped us out and thanks to everyone that offered.
Oh, that's cool.
But we
that's a
sorted
cool little
out.
community.
Yeah, that's probably a highlight.
The
community reached out in help. If anyone else is on the Gold Coast and they're camping, they get absolutely flooded. You can call me.
Yeah, all good. Good, because don't call me. Nah, that's good. I mean, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get over that.
No, the worst thing of that was actually I was wet from about 12 o'clock, and then we're trying to sort that out. We've got nothing dry, and then I have the swim on in that Arvo.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was wet from 12 o'clock to 5:30. Anyway, so
I was surprised you still did the swim.
Yeah, well, the swim was on, so I still did it. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I was hyped up for the swim. Anyway, after the swim finishes, because they started early because of such bad weather, Stella and Brad were in the car, and they missed my race start. I've walked up and down. I don't have anything on me because I've given them my clothes.
Yeah.
Don't have a phone. And I've walked up and down James Street, and Hastings. James is in Pearly. I've got it at James Street all week. And they've walked on the Esplanade side on the beach up and down twice. Oh. And we've missed each other twice. So I've got the shits now. I've walked up and down Hastings Street in my DT for about half an hour.
So a bit of a shocking Friday for you then.
Friday was an absolute shocker.
Nuts. Yeah,
but
right.
It's all part of it.
Oh, well, I feel a bit selfish with my low now then.
What is it?
Well, mine was just I had a shocking bike ride in my race. Mine's really not that bad.
Everything else was great.
Yeah.
At Noosa, but
yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, I was a little bit disappointed with, not disappointed, but the Super Saturday didn't feel as super. Like, I think because, again, that it was a little bit rushed with the the weather warning.
The weather, yeah.
And because, like, it didn't really, especially when you're racing on the Sunday and I had to check my bike in and, you know, you want to be able to do that, have the big crowd. I feel like the crowd wasn't as big as what it usually is because people were trying to get out of the wet. Yeah. So, like, usually it's a much more relaxed afternoon. You know, everyone's sort of there watching the races, but it felt like everyone was preparing for the worst. So, like, I even know, like, some of my, my family and friends, they were staying on Noosa Parade. So, like, only a couple 100 meters down from the finish line, but they still all went and watched the crit and bolt from inside just in case it started raining. So I thought that kind of took away from, and I'm sure there was plenty of other people that did. So I think that definitely took away from that Super Saturday aspect. And even racing myself, I was still there and I still watched it, but I was hesitant and
to stay out.
We might have to make a run. Yeah, might have to make a run for it.
Where's the nearest shelter?
Yeah. So, and a lot of people that aren't super fans of the sport, they probably just went, "Oh, I'll pack it up for tomorrow."
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I think, and again, that was for me. The Saturday was the thing I was most excited about. Like that's other than the race, obviously. Like I think outside of that, for me, the Saturday is the
cool day,
the really cool day.
Bolt, the crit.
Yeah, where I didn't really get to. Which was sad, but at the same time, it was still a great Noosa experience.
Yeah, it still came through on the Sunday. It was pretty cool though.
Yeah, exactly. One thing I want to touch on with, I think this is a bit of a chaotic moment. We'll just very briefly touch on this because we don't know the full story.
Oh yeah,
but we've recently discovered there was a bit of an incident at the finish line, and I hope this guy gets banned from any race in the future. I'm not exactly sure. I'm guessing from the look and what I've been told, he was in the 55 to 60-year-old category. Anyway, if you haven't seen, there's a bit of vision going around the internet at the moment, and if we clip this up, we'll add the vision into it. But there is a young, I believe, 16-year-old kid who raced in the he raced in a mixed team relay, whatnot, just having a bit of fun with mates again on a Noosa weekend, and he got stuck behind this elderly gentleman and had to, because anybody that doesn't know Noosa, it can get packed. It can get pretty packed. Yeah. And if you're racing during the day, you've got a lot of athletes coming through a pretty skinny corridor trying to get through to the finish line.
8,000 people on a 10K run course.
Exactly.
It's going to be packed.
So who knows? The kid might have maybe like argy-bargied his way through, whatnot. Anyway, gets to the finish line, goes back over to shake this elderly man's hand, and the man just charges at the kid. It like pushes him, almost looks like he's about to knock him out.
I know. And then did you see the TA official like go, whoa.
Well, yeah, then you've got officials running over going, I'm about to separate these two guys in Lycra.
A 16-year-old and a 55-year-old.
Just the most unlikely matchup you've ever seen in your life. 60-year-old versus 16. And like this kid's there going, he shit himself. Because if you're a 16-year-old kid, you're not really used to that.
You are going to shit yourself.
Yeah. Like, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether he said something after to maybe provoke him, but I don't think he did. I think it was just like a shake of the hand.
Well, the kid went to go...
Okay, mate. Like,
the kid went to go shake it. You don't piss someone off
or
and
like,
then go back.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
You're not going to wind them up and go back to them, are you?
Exactly. So
I wouldn't.
I mean, I just think, whatever, that was a bizarre moment. A very bizarre moment. And if that really was all it took for that guy, he should just not be. You should not be racing.
You should calm down about your race a little bit more.
Well, that's what you're in the 55 to 60-year-old age group category, and you probably just got 30th.
Yeah.
Like, just, buddy, it's not all that serious. All right. So that was a little bizarre Noosa moment that we wanted to sort of.
Hopefully, it doesn't happen ever again.
Hopefully, we never see that again, because that was really that was pretty shocking. Again, we'll quickly touch on it because it is the real race of the Noosa weekend, the after party.
Who was your MVP?
I'm going to be honest. And when I heard this, I was shocked that he'd done this. MVP of the weekend is Lachlan Szynski. Oh, did you hear what he did?
Yeah, he sat there from like 11 o'clock.
I'm pretty sure it was like 10:30. So like Lachlan Szynski, if anybody doesn't
just to get a table.
Yeah. Tara Szynski and Jack Szynski, two triathletes to race on the weekend. Their brother, Lachlan, I heard this when I got there. So because it is just such a busy weekend, the Noosa Surf Club is where it's at. Lachie says, when I've got to go mind a table, otherwise we're not going to have a table later on. So we all finish. I think there's like a couple beers going around. I think he watched Matt Roberts finish, which was about 9:30, and he went, "All right, well, I've got to go get a table." So
they've raced.
I've
got to do my service for the weekend.
Yeah. So Lachie Szczynski goes to Noosa Surf Club and sits at a table. I'm guessing it's somewhere around like 10:30. When they go in, he gets a beer, sits down with a beer, and then minds the table. He thinks they're going to be here in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Most of us don't really get there until about 1 to 2 o'clock. I think I got there at 3.
I didn't get there till 5.
Yeah, so I got there at 3, and there was a couple of people there, and he says, "Yeah, I've been here since 10:30." So, and I left before him as well. So Lachie Souls was nearly at the surf club for over 12 hours. I'm assuming if he's left at about 10 p.m., Lachie Szczynski sat at that surf club for about 12 hours.
Wow.
Just to mind a table.
That is a mission.
So
that's
for
an
me,
Iron Man at the surf club.
That is literally an Iron Man at the surf club. So for me, and he was funny, he was telling stories where he got there, he ordered his beer, sat down, finished his beer, but he couldn't go get another one because he was the only person at the table. So he's like, I can't go get another one because someone's going to steal my seat. Well, no, someone's going to go steal his seat. So he was like, I don't know if this is true, but he even said, he's like, I couldn't go piss. Like, because I get up and go to the toilet, someone's going to steal my seat.
He was all in. I remember he was like, said to me, "Whatever you do, guys, don't leave this table. Make sure we have it."
He wanted that table.
No one leaves.
It was a great table, great section.
It was the outside.
Yeah, it was the outside on the balcony, so it was great. So yeah, Lachie Szczynski for sure. I don't know how the night ended up, and I didn't really see what transpired because I left pretty early myself. But yeah, to sit in the bar for 12 hours, I'm assuming is that's
a good stint.
That's an MVP effort right there.
Yeah, okay.
Well done.
Far out, my MVP. Ooh, this is tough, but I don't know whether he'll be too happy. But I won't give too many details. But Sam Dicko on the Saturday, I'll give him MVP. You weren't there on the Saturday.
Oh well, that's annoying, wasn't it? I didn't even know it happened.
But I'll give him MVP. Had a good crack.
Oh, well, you can tell me off air then.
Yeah.
That sounds all right. It was very. I think that's. It was
nothing bad, but he just had a few.
I think that's the funny thing about Noosa is that you really do have the athletes that are there to race and party, and the athletes that are there to bend it for 3 days.
Of course, he also had a good crack.
Yeah, exactly.
He was up and at 'em for about 3 days of getting on the drink.
Exactly. Alrighty. Well, look, we've spoken about Noosa enough. That's enough from us to talk about Noosa. Let's cut to the woman who absolutely stole the show on Sunday. The new queen of Noosa. Here she is.
Okay, we have our guest of the day, fresh off the 2025 Noosa Triathlon win, a breakout year with a top 5 at the WTCS Grand Final in Wollongong. Thanks for coming in, Jess Fullagar.
Woo! Thanks, guys. That was a good intro.
First podcast, you said?
Yeah.
For exciting.
And the best one.
Oh, God.
Yeah, starting off big. You're not going to be able to go on another one after this. How you feeling after Noosa?
Yeah, all right. I'm just tired. I actually thought I was going to be sore because as soon as I finished the race, my legs were on fire. And I thought I'm going to seize up really bad. I'm actually all right, so no, it's good.
Maybe the after party. Plenty of walking around at the after party.
I've heard so much about this after party. I think there's more hype for that than the actual
So
race.
what did it live up to the hype?
The after party or the race? Both.
Both.
Did they live up to the hype?
Oh, the race, 100%.
Yeah.
After party was a great time, but I don't know if it was quite what I was expecting.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think most of us went home pretty early.
Yeah. You first.
I was out. I 8 o'clock. I was like, I'm ready.
So early.
Yeah, I know. Everyone, the amount of people that said that to me, they're like, really? Now?
Disappointed.
Guys, I gotta go to bed. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you even smoke bombed. You didn't even say bye.
I think I was very... No, I said bye to Jess.
He said bye to me.
Oh, okay, to the champion. Not his mate, though. I see how it is.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Sorry. Anyway, you, after the race, I want to touch on this straight away. You said you got the TT bug.
Yeah.
That was one of your post-race comments after taking the tape. You said you got the bug.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to sort of transfer from, obviously, we'll talk about it later, but you do a majority of your stuff on the road bike. Did you take much time to transfer over to the TT?
No, I was actually planning to do Noosa on my road bike.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then Rianne Hughes kindly lent me her bike, so I got on it for the first time ever on a TT on Monday.
Before the race?
Yeah. And
I've got no excuse then.
Yeah.
I've got no excuse.
I saw you riding on Wednesday. We rode
yeah.
that Wednesday. I was like, oh, it looked pretty good on the TT. Like, it looked pretty natural.
Yeah.
I thought you had shipped over your TT and you were
Nah.
full dialed in for Noosa.
That was my second time on the TT.
Oh my god.
That's pretty impressive.
I'm so embarrassed. Okay, right. So you had what, 4 rides?
Yeah, I did
before?
4 rides before the race, but none of them hard. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get off the bike and like into the 10K and just cramp up or just be screwed.
Because it's very different.
Yeah,
like, the
it
position
is.
wise, different muscles, like it's very different.
Yeah, so much more like forward. And then
Yeah.
obviously you're tucked in for so long as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, I just love how fast it is.
Yeah.
Just so good.
Yeah.
And like the effort you put in is actually what you get out. And it's not like in drafting races where you will try so hard and you can actually still have 10 people in your wheel.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
You're not really relying on anybody else.
Yeah.
You can,
It's your own thing.
yeah. And I mean, do exactly what you did and just
Yeah,
ride away from
right
people.
away from everyone.
Yeah, I was actually I had to double check my bike split to yours because I thought, fuck.
Yeah, a couple of the boys
Nah,
gave it
you
to
were
Lachie.
fine.
No, I got her. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
no, yeah,
It
we've
was-
seen you up.
It was
though.
50 seconds. I was like, oh my god, I only got 50 seconds on Jess. I was like, she got me. No, that's very impressive. But like you said, you got the bug.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh.
is there any T100s? Is there
Oh,
any?
I don't think so this year. I think I'm going to do Miyazaki World Cup and then
Yeah.
call it because I need a break. But
What about next year?
definitely,
You
like
reckon?
I'd love to if they
Oh,
have me.
perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
there's-
there you have it.
yeah.
T100.
T100
Bike sponsor.
Have me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bike sponsor T100. Yeah, you're sorted.
Well, that's exciting. So, do you
Yeah.
think that's sort of the direction you'll want
Yeah,
to
I
lead
think
in the
so.
next couple of years, or?
I definitely want to still aim like the short course, LA,
Yep.
Brisbane,
Yep.
all of that. But I think the definitely 70.3 to 100 kind of distance I think I'll love it, and I also think it'll complement my racing quite a bit.
Yeah, nice. Why do you think that? Like, because of your
Uh,
strengths and weaknesses, or?
Yeah, I think I just like an aggressive race.
Yeah.
Just go from the front, and I think if I can just get really confident in my ability to just go hard on the bike from the go, then I'm hoping that will sort of transfer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then also I think if you can build up resistance to your fatigue on the bike, personally just the kind of runner I am, I think it helps me then run a bit better off it.
Oh, that's cool. So this definitely isn't the first time you've thought about.
Nah,
This
I've been
then.
wanting to for so long, but because I don't have a TT bike, it was just kind of like when and where can I fit
Yeah,
in?
The
Okay.
investment of going,
Yeah, exactly.
starting to go long, especially like when you're going so well in short course at
Yeah.
the moment as well.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
so-
mean, and like I said, that's just so impressive that in 4 rides you were able to. I mean, you're known as a strong cyclist on
yeah.
the circuit anyway,
Yeah.
but still in 4 rides to be able to just flip
yeah.
and jump on a TT like it's nothing.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know. I just wanted to enjoy it and see what it was like. And if it was a car crash, it was a car crash. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
winning definitely wasn't a car crash,
Yeah.
but you did very well.
You buy a new car.
Yeah. Well, you got the title this year. Ash Gentle, Queen of Noosa.
Yeah.
She might be back to defend her title
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Are you
See
going to
her
come
there?
back and
Yeah.
see her there?
You see her there?
Oh, you've confirmed. Because on Sunday after the race, I asked this question to Jess. And you were a bit unsure. You're like, oh, Worlds next year's over in
I think it's
Marbella.
no, it's in Spain.
Oh,
Pontevedra.
Spain. Pontevedra.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know whether I'll come back.
Well, yeah, it did. It seems like a long way to come out, but then Jack Willis was saying, "Oh, I think after Pontevedra, I'll come back out. I'll do another month out here. I'll go back and race Noosa." I was like, "Yeah, okay, why
fine.
not?"
If you're
yeah,
doing it, I'll do it too.
yeah.
Oh, there we
All
have
the
it.
Brits are back.
Yep.
Ash Gentle versus Jess Fullagar.
Yeah,
God, that'd be a
gosh.
showdown.
Well,
Nah,
there's
nah,
only
nah.
been 2 women in the last 11 years to win the race. Yourself and Ash. So there you are.
I think she's
the battle
alright.
next year is
Wow.
bigger and better than ever.
I mean, that's a good, because I'd say you're both, if you dabble in the TT a bit more, I'd say that's pretty close on the bike.
Yep.
Oh, no, I don't know, actually.
A little bit,
Oh.
I think a swim advantage.
There's definitely a swim advantage there.
And then
Oh.
it's all down to the run.
I'd be running scared. If I get off with an advantage, I'd be running terrified. It was like the same when I got off the bike and I had no idea how far Cass was.
Yeah.
I thought,
yeah.
please give me at least 90
Yeah.
seconds.
Well, I mean, so we've been recording for 7 minutes now, and we've called out T100 for a contract and Ash Gentle in Noosa next year. God, there's some clickbait right
Yeah,
here.
you need to calm down.
No, that's good. No, that's exactly what I want to hear. Before Noosa, like we said,
Yeah.
you had a breakthrough performance, 5th in Wollongong World Champs. Like that was insane.
Yeah.
Talk us through that. How does that feel?
It was, again, it was so much fun. I love coming to race in Australia.
Something about Australia.
It's something about Australia.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it at all. I think I was definitely really nervous. The course looked good, but again, like, it's a world champs. Everyone turns up to world champs. So I think I was just kind of focus on the processes. What can you do? Just focus on what's in front of you. I think this year, a couple times I've tried for like a breakaway or something, and it's just never quite... I've never just quite been where I wanted to be. So when I saw we had like a 6-person kind of group and a good advantage, I thought, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is this happening?
Yeah. About time.
Yeah. And then, like I managed to kind of hold just about my own on the run. And I couldn't quite believe it. I mean, Leonie came absolutely flying past, which was really impressive. And so many good performances, like, Rochelle Hill, Ollie Conway and Matt Howes, like everyone just really delivered some outstanding performances. And I just thought it was an insane weekend, really. Yeah.
And like we spoke about it, probably one of and you've been to more world championships than probably both of us combined, but like in terms of the weekend as a whole, like was that probably one of your
favorite weekends?
Yeah,
weekends
100%. Yeah, I think like the crowds, the course, just like racing up Flagstaff Hill. Yeah. The crowds were really cool. Like even just we were saying with Liv, like the music they were playing before the start, like it was just so cool. And when I was warming up, I was in the water, I was thinking, I get to do this for a living. Yeah. I'm out in Australia and this is absolutely mint. Like, I just loved it. Cool. Yeah, it's really cool. And Wollongong's stunning as well. Yeah. I mean, Noosa was spot. Even prettier, but it's really good.
Maybe it's just Australia.
Yeah.
More races down here, I reckon.
Yeah, we need it.
We've got half the bloody pommies over here right now.
Yeah.
I said the pool this morning.
Our squad is just the pommy squad.
It's 4-1. Yeah. 4 pommies to 1 Australian in that pool.
In the Australian centre.
Don't worry, guys. We're leaving tomorrow.
back to our 5-person squad. Obviously, all eyes were on like the sort of Beau Grant Potter showdown. Yeah. Like, funnily enough, that's definitely like where my attention was drawn to. Do you think you played a big part in maybe... I mean, because that's what I thought. Like, looking at the bike, I think we can both
looking
agree.
At the bike this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be very modest here, and I know you're going to say, no, it wasn't. But, like, surely you can look at that and go, I mean... I know you didn't intend to, but
I can hurt these girls on the bike.
You hurt the Olympic gold and bronze medalists. Like
I don't know. I think once I was there, I was just thinking, okay, there are going to be different dynamics, and you could see that. You could see that some, Beth maybe wasn't feeling so good on the day, and so she didn't want to pull through as much. Whereas Cass just wanted a really hard race and was pulling through, and Emma as well was doing her own thing and kept attacking off the front, and so everyone had their own scenario going on, and I was just going to be like, well, I've got mine. Like, I'm going to race for me. There were no team instructions, so I was just,
that was going to be my other question for you. Yeah, was it you doing some work for Beth or?
No. I was like, I'm not getting involved because Cass at one point is like, can you get Beth to ride? I'm not getting involved.
Right. Okay. That's cool. Because that was one of my things that I thought, because I saw you going to the front so much, and obviously Beth was at the back so much. So I thought, maybe that is a bit of team dynamics.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like we've seen.
Yeah. No, I was like, anyone can do whatever they want. Like they use whatever tactics. I know that I want to get a big gap, and if that means that I ride hard and I do most of that work, that's fine. And Cass and Emma, I felt like we were working quite well as a 3 for most of it, so that was just what I decided to do. And I mean, they were playing cat and mouse. Cass and Beth were playing cat and mouse so much. I was like, I'm just gonna stay out.
Just do my thing. You guys
focus on yourself.
I don't want to.
You guys bicker back there. I'll just be up here.
That paid dividends in the end because those two just both blew up and.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's been a long season for them. Like, Cass coming off like an insane 2024. Beth has had some really insane results as well, like winning Carla Vivari like she did and way high. Like, it's a long season, isn't it? And it's a tough course. And I think if you get to the end of the season, you're a bit tired. Like, it's going to be tough. But I was just going to, just do my thing and hope for the best. And honestly, in my head, I was thinking, well, there's 6 of us. And obviously, I know their pedigree in running. Yep. So, like, in my head, it wasn't even like I was thinking, if I work this hard and you outrun me, I'll be fuming. Like, I know the game. Like, if you run faster than me, you run faster than me. I'm just going to do what I think I need to do.
Yeah, cool. And I like that sort of attitude. Like, that's the game.
Yeah.
Like, we've all got our own strategies.
Exactly.
Like, if you're a fast, it kills me every time, but Callum McCluskey's a prime example. He says this. He's like, what do I need to work for you? I'll outrun you. So it's
Yeah.
like the people that are in there,
Yeah,
it's like you're an
fair
asshole,
Yeah,
but true. Like,
it's like, oh, I wish it wasn't the case, but I guess it is.
Yeah, exactly. There was someone made it. You probably know. Someone made a comment. I think it was someone in the top 3. It might have been Emma Lombardi, and she
Emma.
said, "Oh, I'm happy because at least I worked."
Yes.
And I think it was a bit of a dig at Lisa Tersh and
Bianca.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they were also on the podium.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
I think I haven't actually watched the interview, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard the same. She said, "Oh, I'm glad you well because I worked. It's a shame that the girls who did do even better didn't work,
Yeah.
and it is frustrating. Like when you've got people on the back just sat there, so,
Especially when it's been such a small break all year for that women's. Like it's been broken up the whole, pretty much every single race.
Yeah.
That front pack's
There's been a breakaway.
Like, surely you go, we've been at this for 7 races together.
Yeah.
Come on, girls. Like,
I think in a way, I just thought at least personally, I felt like they kind of stayed out the way.
Yeah.
It's when people like in previous races will kind of move to the front
slow it down.
and just slow it down. You just think, if you don't want to ride, don't ride, but at least just let us try and crack on.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, and then one day we'll crack it. We'll
Yeah.
figure out how to get rid of.
No, I like that attitude. That's good to just go like, this is my race. I'm going to race my race
Yeah.
plan, and if you want to be a part of it,
Yeah,
do
back
it.
Cool,
yourself.
yeah.
If you don't, fuck off to
See
the
ya.
back. Well, so this has obviously got to give you some confidence leading into the next couple of years. Like you've just had some serious breakthroughs at this level, like,
Yeah.
and with the British women's pedigree and what you guys have been able to develop in the last years with the likes of your Georges, your Sophie Caldwells, now your Beth Potters, and even further back your Helen Jenkins, and just the incredible athletes you guys have had. What does the next few years look like? Have you thought about that? Has it taken a bit of time, or I'm sure you're already starting to look at some LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I definitely it's always been a dream of mine to make an Olympic team. So that's without a doubt what I'm aiming for. But the British girls keep me so honest. Like the level they're all racing at and consistently is just baffling. And this summer I was sat at home thinking, I don't even know how. I'll be honest, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. All of those British girls are just so good and they're all so strong across all 3. So I'm in no doubt I've got so much work left still to do. Become more consistent with being towards the front out of the swim. My run definitely needs a lot of improving. When you've got Beth and Cass running 33s off the bike,
It's just silly.
you have to be running towards that. So still a lot of work, but that's definitely what I'll be working towards.
A thing that a few people wouldn't know is that you represented France. So from one very strong federation to another.
Yeah.
So what?
There's
what
no
was
there's
that
no
like?
win there really.
Yeah.
Being in either of those teams, you pick
France
yeah.
or
What'd you pick?
It's next you go to the US, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
just another probably the 3 biggest nations there. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
So how were you born in France?
No,
or
I-
a heritage thing with France.
Not even.
Not even?
No, we moved there as a family when I was 5.
Oh, okay. So like a residency.
Yeah, and then because I just grew up there and just started doing triathlon there, I just grew up through the French system essentially. So then when I started doing regional races and national races, well, I got picked through the French Federation. So did my first international races and for France and learnt so much. Obviously, they essentially. Their grassroots was what developed me as an athlete. And then when I was 18, I moved back to the UK for uni. And then, still was racing for them for a couple of years. Then decided that I didn't enjoy triathlon.
Really?
Yeah. Stopped. And then it was a few years later when I was like, okay, no, I actually really miss this.
I changed my mind.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, okay.
I also changed my mind for my nationality and came back to the UK.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you got a world championship podium in 2019.
Yeah, in Lausanne as a junior, yeah.
Representing France.
Representing France.
Right. So it was after that you
Yeah.
decided you didn't like it anymore.
Well, I did. So that was 2019, and we went into 2020, and I was
COVID.
into COVID, and I was set to do a few races which got cancelled because of COVID, and then I was pretty injured, and I was a bit lost.
Yeah.
Not very
Tough time.
Yeah, didn't enjoy it at all. Wasn't very healthy, and I was just a bit I'm not sure this is why I do triathlon. So I was no, I'll go do something else. And then I was still because of COVID, the only way I could kind of see my friends is kind of if I went training.
Right.
So I was still kind of mingling a bit, and I didn't want to just cut everything out. And then I was I was watching them race. I was I kind of miss racing, which I wasn't expecting because I thought I'd be done. So I was like, nah, okay, get healthy first, figure it out, and then see where it takes you.
Yeah, wow. So that was about, what, 2019 to 2022
Yeah, roughly.
started coming back?
Yeah.
That's
right. That's
jeez,
really impressive.
That is so impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, like, to be fair, now that if you look at the results, obviously that makes sense. But you had a bit of a pedigree in the sport at the young age.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, if you're winning you don't win a junior world championship and not be have some sort of talent. So I mean, the French would be kicking themselves that they basically had you come through their
They've got plenty of very good athletes coming through. I don't think they're worried.
It's just as strong on either
It's
side.
literally.
Channel.
I mean, I've raced the French GPs and the British.
It's such
British
a good
series.
circuit, hey.
You guys have you guys are just as strong though. Like the British series, you almost have like 90 to 100 athletes lining up in a British series, and that's taking all the elites out of it as well. So I think we're pretty lucky in Australia. We get maybe a start list of 30 on a good
double
day.
the points.
We
You got good points.
Yeah, we actually get points for it. The British series don't get points for it.
Can't even go race a Conti if you don't podium at a British series. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So we spoke about LA.
Mm-hmm.
Is Brisbane also on the cards as well, or like have you thought that far in advance, or?
I mean, if ever so much can change in 3 years, right? So obviously LA, hopefully, and if I do make it amazing, and then I'll take it from there. If I don't make it, then I'm sure the fire will still be burning. Sure. So I mean, it's a long way away, so who knows where I'll be, but I'm definitely, and considering how much I like Australia, hopefully I'll.
Or maybe you'll change residency.
There you are.
I'm
sure Australia will pick you up.
we could definitely use you. We could definitely find a spot for you in the system.
Nah, you've got plenty of good talent coming through.
There is.
Awesome. And you train out of the Leeds Centre, isn't it? So what's that like? When did you go into the Leeds Centre? Was that when the Brownlees were there?
Yeah. So I moved there in 2018 for uni, and one of the main thing that attracted me there was like the people who were there. So at the time, Alistair, Johnny, Non. I think Vicky was there, but when I got there, maybe she'd moved a couple years before that to go to Bath. But I know she'd been there for a while. Like there were loads of athletes, and I was just at Georgia, obviously, Jess Fullagar, like so many.
You're forgetting how many.
Honestly, I remember the first
in
day.
just one centre.
Yeah, I walked on the poolside for the first day, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm starstruck. I don't know what to do.
How do I say hi?
Hi.
Jess. Hope my voice doesn't break.
Forgotten how to swim now. Yeah. So that I want to do obviously for my studies, and obviously if they've got so many good athletes there must be something pretty good going on there, right? I've been there ever since. Like I've finished studying now, still there. And the centre runs alongside the university. Mm-hmm. So there's like half the squad is like university students, and the other half is professional, like full-time athletes. It's a great place. Have you guys been to Leeds?
I've never been to Leeds.
I've never been to Leeds.
No. Gonna have to come then. It's
amazing.
amazing.
I've heard, and I think that's almost a common. Like we spoke to Aaron a lot about it, and Aaron was at Leeds for a little bit. And I think that's just the common theme with the British system is you guys have such good centres all around like the UK. We've spent a lot of time in like the Cardiff one, especially, and like obviously that's where sort of the people I was with, and it's obviously not as big as Leeds and Loughborough, but even then the facilities you guys have access to because they coincide with the uni, so it's like you've got like 3 coaches on pool deck at every session, and plus you've got so many different levels. Like it can ease. There's a flow-on effect. You know?
What I found, like even just like you guys, the British have come to Australia for a fair few years now. Like we've been swimming with you guys. You guys are really such a tight knit group,
That's
and
what
you guys are just all. I don't know the politics if you guys have any beefs, but it seems like you guys don't. Like you're so tight. You all get along. Like at Noosa the other day, you guys were all just like there laughing, having a good time.
There's a real team aspect behind what you guys have.
It seems really cool. And I was like talking to someone after the fact, and I was like, that's the cool thing about, I feel you guys, you're so close to everyone.
Yeah.
So it's like a big group of friends. Going around the world, doing a bit of triathlon and having fun.
Yeah, I know, pinch me. Like, it is like the last month has been so good. Like, we've had such a lovely group of people out. And I think, there's some, obviously, I mean, we all train, and I know we get on the sat line and we're competitors. So, like, I know it's not always plain sailing and stuff, but I think there's a lot of respect, and especially amongst the group that we've had out here. And I think, I think we all realise how cool it is to do what we do. And then we know that, once racing is done, like we're all just really good friends, and yeah, I know it is something special. Like I don't know how to explain it, but the centres are really well set up, and to then get to call them friends as well is something pretty unique.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, hopefully if you guys just keep coming over to Australia, we can start to, maybe
Go over
model a
there.
bit. Well, I even look at the centre that is sort of happening in the
Building
Gold
now.
Coast, and it's definitely, I mean, I don't want to say that we
So
copied,
new.
but it's definitely starting to look like
I'm
a bit
excited
of
for
a
you
reflection.
guys.
Yeah, it's a bit of a reflection of the British
Yeah.
British system. So, I mean, it's clearly working. Like you guys have just had athletes come through non-stop. There's never been really a downfall period for you guys. Like as soon as somebody, maybe steps down, you've got a next world champion just right there to take the place. So we've spoken a lot about LA and Brisbane and in the future. What's next in the next couple months? Like you said you've got Miyazaki.
Holiday.
And then you're done?
Holiday.
Done. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well earned.
Back to the British weather.
Yeah, no, don't bring it up.
Is that the holiday?
No, I'll do a week in Japan.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
nice.
no, you got to go somewhere better than straight back to the UK.
Whoa,
That's
what you
not
saying?
a holiday. Oh, I am for December. Yes, it's terrible.
No, I've heard it's got pretty cold at home already. So no, I'll do a week in Japan, then I'll fly home, and I'm hoping I'll just get distracted with Christmas, so I won't really think about the cold.
Yeah.
Bit of time with the family.
Just going to Beth Potter's wedding, like stuff
heard
like
about that. Yeah,
fun stuff like
nice.
that. I see my family, and then slowly but surely ease myself back in.
Yeah. And are you looking at coming back here in February?
Yeah.
God, you
I'll be
guys
back.
really are
Can't
residents
get rid
here.
of
You
me.
really are residents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
nice.
asked this question to Chase, and it was his first time in Australia. And I said, what's the best thing about Australia? You can't give me a nerdy triathlon.
Yeah.
It was
Not
poor.
not triathlon related. Don't tell me about the pools. I don't care about the swimming because I keep hearing how good the pools are. I don't care about the pools. Like,
And then
You guys
I
are
asked
pretty
Sam
good.
Dickinson, and he said the weather, and I said, that's a good one because you're British and you
Yeah.
come from pretty crappy weather.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
fair enough,
yeah.
but I'm not going to allow you to use that one either.
The lifestyle.
Okay,
Like I
there we
love how much you guys get up early. You're out on the beach. Like your what do you call it? Your like life saving
oh yeah, the
Like
surf
surf
club
clubs.
saving.
surf clubs. Oh God, I think it's so cool. And then everyone's out in the water, then goes for a flat white, and just goes out there.
That is the best lifestyle.
best.
Every time I go,
when you're on holiday.
yeah. No, but like even every time we go to Europe, I go, God, like this place is cool, but home is just Gold Coast is
Yeah.
so much better. Yeah, exactly that. You're up at 5 a.m. because everybody else is up at 5
But
a.m.
everyone else is up, like-
the Esplanade's full.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible.
You get there at 6 and you feel like you've been lazy.
Yeah, you're
Like,
late.
You're like shit.
Yeah.
Should have been here.
I mean, even us, like, it's definitely, you can definitely tell we've got European coaches now because we're swimming at 8:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Are
like,
you guys
that's-
all right?
Yeah,
You
that's
coping?
not right. I don't like it. I feel like my day's gone.
Yeah.
By 8:30, it's weird.
Exactly. We're finishing at 10.
Yeah.
I should have 2 sessions done by
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Usually we used to have 2 sessions done by that time. Nah, it's cool. Another thing, World Triathlon, their calendar got announced.
Yeah.
There's a race back in the UK.
Yeah. there
Yeah,
is.
is that going to be a target race for you?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
know, like, obviously, a lot of British girls want to do it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a home race. You
Do you
can't
know-
be at home crowd.
It's in London.
Yeah.
Do you know where they're going to do it? in
I've
London?
heard that it'll be the XL where the T100 was.
Oh, okay.
But don't take me for,
Right. Okay.
don't.
Do you think there's a better spot in London to do it?
Yeah.
Hyde Park.
Do. Well, Hyde Park for one. I think I've never actually been down to the XL, so I don't want to,
Yeah.
I can't really,
Yeah.
write it off. Just from what it looked like visually, watching some of the races like that have happened there, I thought, I wonder if like it's just visually we could
Get
do
more
it.
of an
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah,
Big Ben in the
bit-
background.
Yes, make it London, or I mean, we've got so many places in the UK we could have
Back to
it. Like
Yeah.
Leeds, that
Leeds
was
is
a good
unreal.
call.
So
yeah, Leeds is
iconic.
unreal.
How good.
Yeah.
I mean, London's cool, but for triathlon, Leeds
See,
That-
got such a history.
I mean, my first ever experience of triathlon was watching 2012.
12, yeah.
So, like, for me, looking at that and looking at Hyde Park and that spectacle was
It's
just...
iconic,
That was
right?
iconic.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only place I can sort of see it being in
Yeah,
London is
yeah.
Hyde Park. I obviously don't know London that well.
Yeah.
I know Hyde Park, that's really... like, that's central London.
I'm
but-
sure like the Brits love a race. Like
Yeah.
it'll be amazing no matter what. So I'm not going to write it off. But yeah, we'll see we don't even, I can't confirm it's even there. So
Right.
we'll
And
see.
triathlon is just such a big thing in the UK. Like, I think it hasn't really taken off for us like it has
Okay,
for you.
yeah.
do you get stopped in the street? Do you
Are
get
you
stopped?
joking? Who do you think I am?
Well, okay.
Absolutely not.
if you went to a British
Lachie reckons
series
he
race,
does.
maybe at Noosa. Not even for me being an athlete. It's for the podcast now. We get stopped in the street.
That's good.
But if you went to a British series race, would you?
Yeah.
You definitely would then.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not loads. Like,
But you're definitely like getting a bit more recognised at that.
I
sort of
guess
level.
like I think that's what like we actually went to one of the super series this year because it was part of our relay selection for Hamburg, and I think the feedback was that quite a lot of the kids, it was really cool for them to see the elites up there racing, because I think especially some of the top athletes now, they don't need to come back and race super series. So I think for them to see us back there, it was like really cool, and it's inspiring, and it reminds you, like, you know, when you were young, what it felt like to watch your like the seniors race. So it is always nice when we get a couple messages and it's always appreciated.
Oh, so you do.
Well, yeah, but like nothing,
Too
absolutely
modest.
nothing.
Again, I
no,
like
no,
it's one of
no.
those questions. I was like, she's gonna be too modest.
No. I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
No, that's good. I'm sure. Like, we've seen it firsthand how big the triathlon scene is in the UK.
It's really cool. It's like such a culture.
Yeah,
like it's really cool.
The age group scene, they just froth triathlon. Like, it's incredible how many people.
And
just
it's so
love
surprising, like, because it's not ideal.
I mean, it's a
place
bit
to
of a
do it.
miserable
Yeah.
place. Sometimes it's really nice.
It's really not as bad as you think, you know.
I've lived in Canada for like 7 months, and it was
When I
pretty
was there for
miserable.
a month, I think it rained
Rained
every
every
single day.
When did you come?
I was in
I thought it was summer.
September. yeah, end of August.
Okay, I don't really know
Yeah.
what I can say to that.
just blame Cardiff. It's just Cardiff.
Yeah, Cardiff.
Yeah, it's
It's in
Wales.
It's not
Wales.
Leeds. It's not Leeds.
Get out of Wales.
Not Leeds. Okay.
Sorry, Non. It's just Wales.
Yeah. Non's a Leeds girl, so
Yeah, she's Welsh at heart, though, isn't she?
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Alrighty.
Very good.
Anything else you want to say, Lleyton?
I think that's it. We'll see you in Feb, and then
Yeah, I
back
mean-
here for Noosa
Yeah.
round
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be we'll see you next year in Europe, but we're going to see you in like 2 months anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap
Thanks
there.
so much.
Yeah,
The
thank you very
Noosa
much, Jess.
champion.
The Noosa champion, 2025
The new
Noosa
queen.
champ.
Oh,
Gonna
God, not quite.
gonna come take Ash's crown next year, and she wants a T100 contract. That's all we
There we
got
are.
out of this interview.
Thanks,
Alrighty.
guys.
Thanks, Jess.
Good lucky Miyazaki.
Alrighty, another race that was on the cards on the weekend,
Vina Del Mar.
World Cup.
I didn't really watch it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I was too involved in Noosa.
Yeah, obviously I was the same, too involved in Noosa. But one thing I did take out of this was the amount of guys that ran a sub 15-minute 5K. Like you always know that the South American World Cups are going to be
Rapid
very,
running, yeah.
very run heavy. But to have 18 guys in the field run sub 15
15.
minutes. I mean, you just look at the podium. You got a Messias, Batista, and
Yeah, they are
Quintero.
any kind of start list you're going, they're the rapid runners.
If I saw those three plus all the other, the Reece
Yeah.
Vannison got 5th. You know, you had a Cal McCluskey. The fact that Cal McCluskey I think got 18th, and he's a
Serious.
disgustingly quick runner.
Yeah.
Like 18 guys to
Far
run
out.
sub 15
You
is
don't
just.
go there unless you're a purebred runner.
I'll tell you what, I would not be going there.
I'm not going to South America.
Neither. I'm just not going to go to South America in general. But again, I don't know. I don't know if this just could have been a freaky one-off race. I don't like. We've spoken about it. I don't really think I don't think triathlon in the World Series is headed in that direction.
Nah, I don't think it's, and I mean, it's kind of most years those South American World Cups are very run dominant.
Yeah,
They're back of the season.
that's where the runners go get their points, basically.
Kind of known for that,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but those South American World Cups are very run heavy, and I mean, it doesn't really attract. I mean, you're not going to go there now as a swimmer and go, yeah, I'm going to go race Vina Del Mar.
Yeah.
Why would
Try
I?
to break that up.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I also saw, I think it was the women's race, but I don't know if you saw it, there was a drone shot of them running out because it's a beach start and it's got a pretty heavy shore break. So it's got like a 3-foot sort of shore break.
I saw them body surfing it in, and some guys got absolutely pumped.
Yeah,
Hey?
yeah, but even on the entry, because obviously some of the Europeans wouldn't understand go under the wave because
Yeah.
that's under the breaking
Yeah,
point. But I saw this one where they all run in, and then the line of people just literally just like
gets
Like,
absolutely
you've
hammered.
got some people get sucked back up the shoreline, and some people are straight out the back. Like,
Okay, maybe we might have to go to Vina Del Mar.
yeah, maybe
just
we
to
do. Yeah,
body bash it.
Yeah.
That'd be quite funny. Wouldn't
hopefully we could go off front. Maybe we
it?
could go.
Maybe.
Front. Anyway, moving on from Vina Del Mar, the big one this weekend.
Yeah, Marbella 70.3 world champs.
Yeah.
That is a big one. You have a fair few short course guys racing this. It's pretty much short course into long course form.
Yeah, I think again, and like this is similar to Ironman Nice. I'm not too interested in the long course stuff until it comes to a world champs.
Yeah, and then we start to watch.
Well, I mean, it's like because there are you can't do. I guess with the short course guys, like they do so many races in a year because you can afford to do it physically. You can afford to do it physically, but Ironmans and 70.3s, they take such a toll on the body that you really can't afford to be doing one every month or doing one, doing 2 or 3 a month. Like there is such a toll that it takes. So I think there's really only world champs where everyone's there.
Everyone's there. Yeah, especially with the T100. I don't know if I'm too much of a fan of just 20 guys that they give a contract. They're not doing that next year.
Yeah.
But you don't have the same depth that you do at a world champs like this one. Like
Looking at the
it's
start list,
stacked,
it's
both
insane.
men's and women's. You've got everyone there racing for this.
Do you know much about the course? Have you looked at the course?
Not a huge amount. It's a ocean swim.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty hilly.
Yeah.
And then a flat run.
We've got a bit of a long course guy in the room with us today. Ollie Turner, do you know much about the Marbella 70.3 course? Okay, we shouldn't have cut to him. It's really hilly.
Real hilly bike.
Okay.
Okay, there we are. So, okay,
technical descent.
cool.
That actually could sort the short course
I
guys.
think it's a bit like Nice kind of like esque. You know, you have a few climbs and technically, yeah.
The panic in Ollie's eyes when I just went to him then was, don't come to me. Okay, well that
Flat and hot.
that definitely could that's a short course guy.
I think it is. I
Yeah.
think
Ocean swim too.
ocean swim. Yeah.
I might almost have to.
I would
change
say
my
it would
picks
be
here.
no wetsuit as well. No
Yeah.
wetsuit swim. Obviously that can change. But okay, let's just go with our picks because we're not full into the 70.3 world champ start list. I mean, we've been too involved in Noosa this week. But who are you picking on the men's side?
Well, again, I just think, especially one with that course, and I do think that some of the more experienced short course guys are just going to start dominating. So I'm going to go Miguel Hidalgo in first.
Oof.
Yelagains in second.
Okay.
He's gonna lose
You're not picking our boy.
He's going to lose his world title. Miguel Hidalgo, Yelagains, and I'm going to go Batatos in third.
That's a rogue one.
I know. I don't know if it's that rogue, though.
I don't think it is.
I don't
He's
think it's that
run
rogue.
Very quick before.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it
and-
was, like a 108 or a 10.
Yeah, and he's coming from a short
close.
course background too, so he's still a young kid. He's just ambitious, keen to go. So I reckon I reckon Batatos is going to do it.
Okay. Well, I'm
In
going Yeller.
You reckon he's going to go?
Yeah,
back to back.
I'm backing him. I'm
back to
backing
back
him.
world champ.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's good. There's no Hayden. I think though Yeller would get Hayden potentially. I don't actually know.
Oh, you reckon he'd get Hayden in 7.3?
Maybe. I think Hayden kind of like
Phase at the 18K
fades
mark.
last 3K, and
Yeah,
I think
okay.
this field's a very swim dominant field.
Yeah. Yep.
And then so I've got Yeller. He'll just make that pack.
Mhm.
Then I have Christian in
Okay.
second. He's going to ride up past them.
You
He
reckon?
rode really well in Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have Jonas Schomburg off the back of his
Whoa.
T100 7 days after Ironman World Champs.
That is very rogue. You thought
Yeah.
Batatos was rogue. I reckon that's...
Jonas Schomburg. He's going
Oh.
to take out that first K in the run real quick.
Yeah, he will. But then remember, there's 20 more after that. Yeah, okay. I like that. Who do you reckon in the women?
It's hard to go past these three, I think. Lucy Charles Barclay.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't perform in Kona, sorry. But hopefully the bodies come around and she was so dominant in the T100s.
Redemption time for Kona.
And then I'm going Jess Learmonth.
Okay.
Giving
Wow.
her another crack. Bit rogue.
That is a bit rogue.
She podiumed that T100 as well.
Yeah.
And then I'm going Taylor Nibb.
I do like Jess Learmonth, though. She's just, I mean, athlete aside, as a person, she's just very good for the sport.
Yeah.
Very good person for the sport. Okay. I mean, you also have to you always have to throw a rogue.
Yeah, I
Rogue
do.
one
I
in.
do. That's just part of it.
I've kind of done a little bit, so I've gone the same. Lucy Charles Barkley for the win, just a dominant season really from her. Taylor Knibb in second. Again, I
Yep.
think both of them are going to come back off Kona with a bit of fire in
Another,
their belly.
yeah, another battle.
Yeah, we could have a ding-dong battle between them
Another
two.
iron war.
And Nina Deron, sister of Julie Deron, but I mean, just looking
She's
at
done really well in the
Exactly.
long course stuff.
Exactly. So I think over this on this type of course, I think Nina Deron could come out and do something here. We've spoken a little bit about short course guys making that transition into the long and just them being dominant, and I've obviously been very vocal on that. I don't think we're far off. If you're looking at both of our, especially in the men, if you're looking at both of our picks, they're all short course guys.
They are all short course guys.
Batados only 2 years ago was on an under 23.
There's a crazy stat out there that there's like at least 10 to 15 males that have raced short course, or Olympians, I think. Maybe 16 Olympians racing in this field.
I got a lot of shit for some of the comments that I made on the transfer of, like, I very much said short course guys just going to come into long course, figure out that they can do both, and they're just going to dominate. They're going to dominate both short and long. You got Miguel Hidalgo, who was just fighting for a world championship in the short course. He was second in the world championship series, and now he's here on a 7.3 start list. And I mean, I've picked him to take the win. Who knows? We don't actually know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
But again, both of our top threes here are Olympians, world champions in the last however
Even
many
in
years.
the women's.
Yeah, Lucy Charles Barkley.
She's had a little dabble in the short course.
Yep, but Taylor Knibb, Olympian last year.
Yep.
Like, didn't live up to the
Just
hype,
Lumont.
but yeah, exactly. So,
it'll be interesting.
all
That's
those-
the big one this weekend, really, for us.
all
I
those.
mean, we do have a World Cup in Miyazaki.
Yeah. We'd love to be. We just want to make sure that the content we get out there is authentic, and we haven't really had the time to be able to look into
Miyazaki, even though that's our domain. But I think this one, sorry guys, racing Miyazaki trumps Miyazaki this week.
I think even the guys racing Miyazaki will understand that.
A world champs will trump it.
A world champs definitely does trump it. But anyway, hopefully we haven't missed anything.
No, I don't think so. Besides Ollie's big third at Challenge Zemin.
Yeah, I know. We are. That's
congrats.
right. Big man in the corner. Yeah, we got another Brit in the land down under.
Invading.
There was. So we've had two Brits in the studio today. That's they're invading the studio as well. But yeah, once again, we just do want to say one more thank you to everybody that reached out to us over the weekend in Noosa. Like, it really was for us a bit more of an inspiring weekend, I guess, to know that we are on the right track. We are doing the right thing. People love listening to us, which is just insane that people actually have us part of their routine, and the shit that we talk on a podcast are part of their routine. And we love being the news outlet for the sport. We love being able to have our little slice of the pie in the short course course domain. So we love doing it. We can't wait to keep doing it with you, and hopefully we can just keep chatting more and more shit, because we love it.
We love it. That's it. Thanks for the support.
Yeah, thanks for the support. Alrighty, that is episode 31 of the Unfunded Podcast. Thanks again to our sponsors, the Official Beer Co. If you want to reach out to us in any way, we are on Instagram at the Unfunded Pod, or if you want to send us an email, more than welcome to do so. More than happy to talk to any brands or any sponsors out there that maybe want to
this podcast.
Yeah, we can maybe be the funded podcast. Who knows? But yeah, we are. Our email is theunfundedpod@gmail.com. So
thanks to Jess for coming on.
Yes, thank you very much, Jess, and good luck with the rest of the season. Ka-chow.
Bye.